This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal, medical, or mental health advice. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast and are not intended to malign any religion, group, club, organization, business, individual, anyone, or anything.
I'm Sarah Edmondson.
And I'm Anthony Nippy Ames, and this is A Little Bit Culty.
We woke up from a cult, and that journey was captured in The Vow on HBO and in my memoir, Scarred.
Now, in this podcast, we break down the shame and secrets that make these experiences so destructive with honest conversations on how seemingly benign groups can cross into the cultiverse and how to spot and recover from trouble if it happens to you.
Each week, we bring in experts, survivors, and whistleblowers to explore red flags, resilience, and even share a few laughs, because sometimes you gotta laugh.
Subscribe to our Patreon for early and ad-free listening, some live Q&A, and exclusive content at patreon.com/alittleBitCulty.
Welcome to Season 8 of A Little Bit Culty. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this very special, A Little Bit Extra.
Are we back?
We are back.
Oh my God, Sarah.
We haven't done one of these in a while.
Oh my God.
I'm guessing it's because we've been a little bit busy with, let me think about it.
Anything happened recently, Sarah?
Spring baseball and, I don't know, a book launch that it's only taken us how many years?
We read a book. Oh my God.
How many years did it take us? I think it was literally...
Too many.
I mean, beginning to end. So people, first of all, for those of you who pre-ordered, thank you so much.
And we're signing them as we go. I'm trying not to be boring on the
Nippy's trying to switch it up every time, so everyone's kind of got a unique thing.
Hey girl. I got a couple of those.
If you're lucky, you'll get a hey girl. The pre-orders are numbered. There's, I think, 256, and we're about 100, about halfway through. And this is being recorded a week before it drops. So hopefully by the time this is out in the world, we'll done
still
all...
be here as a species.
We will be alive, I hope, knock on wood. But all the pre-orders will be out. So thank you for your patience, beta readers, former guests.
Let's call them alpha readers now. Can we call them alpha readers?
Listen, it took
are there alpha readers?
I don't know. I don't know what an alpha reader would...
Sigma readers?
Sigma
readers. There we go.
And if you don't have teenagers or preteens, you might not know what Sigma is, but it's basically like the coolest. Sigma Riz. So before we get into our listener voicemail, which we have some great voicemails we want to play and answer, we wanted to also share that for those of you who did not pre-order but ordered on Amazon, it's been amazing because many of you have been leaving reviews. We've got some pretty good 5-star reviews. Have you been looking, Nip?
I have not been looking.
Well, they're good. They're good reviews, and we appreciate that. And what's even better is a video review. Lauren left a video review. Sandra,
reviews.
Nomoto left a video review. We love the video reviews. It really makes a big difference. But even just like a couple quick words about what you thought of the book. Clearly, one person left a 1-star review, but it's one of those things. It's not a verified. It's definitely a former Keith Raniere supporter.
I think it was Nancy.
May have been Nancy. I don't know who it was.
Nancy's that petty?
Nancy's like 1 star for Sarah. But it's not a verified reader. There's no name beside it even. So I don't know how you can go on and give somebody a 1-star review if you didn't buy the book.
Who's tech savvy?
I don't know. But some of the other reviews have been quite meaningful to us. And we're just going to read a few real quick just to...
Oh, those are the reviews you want to
inspire you to buy it if you haven't yet, but also inspire you to write a review if you haven't done so. And even if you did pre-order, it's not a verified review. You can still go and do it. So I'm just going to read you a couple.
I like the fact that you do video. Yeah,
the video is cool. I didn't even know that you could do that. So because of that 1-star and 1 4-star, which is fair, 4-star, I'll take it. We're officially 4.5 out of 5 because of those two. And that just bugs me because everyone else gave us 5 stars. I mean, I could take the feedback. If it's a 4-star book for some people, that's fine. But 1 star...
It might be a 4-star book,
from Nancy,
Sarah.
Or whoever that was.
Did you think you were going to write a 4-star book in your life?
I don't know. Okay, I like this one. I don't know who it's from. LFNYC. This is an important read for everyone. Parents who want to help their kids make sure they navigate the world and relationships safely. Young people who need a guide as you make sure you enter this wild grown-up culty world. And for those of us who barely dodge the bullets of religion, MLM, etc. That's cool. So that shares a couple ideas of who it could be helpful for. Magnolia wrote, this book gives language to what so many of us felt but couldn't articulate. Identity erosion, toxic spirituality, trauma bonding. These aren't just cult tactics. They live in wellness communities, yoga lineages, and anywhere someone positions themselves as the gatekeeper to your transformation. Part memoir, part manual. What I appreciate most is they don't pathologize survivors. They explain the mechanics, they normalize the confusion, and they offer a path forward.
I like that.
If you ever wondered why you stayed, why you defended it, or why it still hurts, this book will meet you there. Oh, that feels so nice.
That's good stuff. I didn't know we wrote that.
I think you should read this one from Will.
All right, here we go from Will. This is an amazing workbook and guide to helping people untangle from the loss of individuation caused by unhealthy group, belonging, and identity. The checklist makes the material actionable and the story makes it relatable. I was able to connect to the uniquely human experience of tension between group belonging and individual identity and the ubiquitous nature of this experience in modern society. A timely light of reason in a world losing touch with intelligent discourse, nuanced critical thinking, and mutual curiosity of perspective. Couldn't have said it better myself. I got another one here.
Do it.
Fascinating and eye-opening. All right. Sarah and Nippy are so on point. What a great read. What makes the book powerful is how the authors combine their deeply personal experiences with practical explanations of tactics like love bombing, gaslighting, and identity erosion. It helped me see how these dynamics can appear not only in cults, but also in workplaces, relationships, and communities that seem perfectly normal on the surface. Overall, it's an insightful and empowering read that leaves you more aware, more discerning, and better equipped to protect your independence. All right.
There's more, but I just want to give you a little inspiration to write your own, to read the book. And again, thank you to everybody.
But don't let us tell you what to think.
Yeah, don't follow us. Just see for yourself.
All right.
Okay, so we've had some voicemail. Before we get into that,
Nippy,
how are you? How are you?
How am I?
Yeah.
Like, do you want me to, is that like a...
No, like we've been so busy trying to get
I'm a guy, dude, and I go,
no,
fine,
how are you feeling?
I'm all good. Oh, God, feelings. How honest do you want me to be, Sarah?
We launched the book as spring baseball was starting, and then I got sick, and I felt like we didn't really get to celebrate the fact that we published a book. You know?
I know.
It's a big deal.
We celebrated in New York.
We did.
I mean, you know.
I mean, we didn't like, we have to like raise some champagne.
Well, didn't I do that? Didn't I go?
Yeah, I guess we
blessed
cheersed.
and all that stuff.
We're going to have a
threw
party.
A couple cheers on there. And
yes, we're going to have a
at
lunch.
the dinner table with my parents?
Yes, I just feel like we need a party. We're going to do a
you
party
want one
here.
with just me, don't you?
Well, I was thinking our friends
I get it.
But yeah, in Vancouver and Atlanta, we'll do a launch. So patience. If you're not signed up for our newsletter, that's where we will announce it, probably also here on the pod. Oh, sorry, one more housekeeping thing before I play the voicemail. This is going to air on Thursday, which means tomorrow, April 17th. I'm doing a live in-person event with Danny Wrench. If you don't remember who that is, he was one of our all-time favorite guests. He wrote a book called Dark Squares, and he was the one who grew up in a community that taught him chess, and he's now the co-founder of chess.com, and he is a badass, and his story is fascinating. So I'm going to be his conversation partner this coming Friday. So take a look at our Instagram for all that information. I hope to see you there. Nippy and I will be...
Next Friday.
No, it'll be tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomorrow by the drops.
Yeah. Nippy and I will be there signing books, and we'd love to see you in person. So please come. All right, Nippy, voicemail. Hit it.
Let's do it.
Hello, Sarah and Nippy. I just want to say I so appreciate your podcast. I'm listening to it obsessively. I think I'm still in 2022, so behind the times as per usual. I want to share an ass chat, which is, I think for every episode, every experience that I've had as a cult survivor is the abuse of power, the psychological manipulation that happens when a narcissist gets a taste for people beneath them. Now that I'm out of a cult, I see it in the world with people that I work with, people that I'm exposed to. So I came up with a comment that I make, and I'm actually having stickers made, and I'd love to send you a sticker, but it's same shit, different asshole. So let me know if I can send you a sticker.
I approve of this message.
I always love stickers.
Yeah.
Send the sticker. What was this name of our guest?
Nathan Best.
Nathan, if you DM us on Instagram, I'll send you our mailing address. We'll always accept a sticker, especially that one. That sounds like...
I think that can make it big time. I think you might see that in the back of some cars.
I like the entrepreneurial spirit, Nathan.
I do. I'm glad our podcast has made you more aware and spawned your entrepreneur spirit.
It's amazing.
All right.
Send it our way.
Thank you, Nathan.
Who's next?
All right. Our next one is Ruth.
Ruth.
Hey, Nippy and Sarah. I have left you voicemails before. I feel motivated to leave you another one today. You played one once, which I appreciated, and I felt really heard. I don't know if you need to share this one or not, but I want to share some things with you. I have listened to every single episode you've ever recorded, which I'm so grateful that you make them. I don't have a particularly traumatic cult experience, although I have been in some groups that were moderate to high control, but I've gotten out. And I feel one of the gifts that you give me is to be constantly vigilant, I guess. I don't want you to think I'm anxious about that, but that I ask questions about what's being asked of me or required of others. And I feel that's such a useful thing. So in listening to all your episodes, I wanted to say, even Eckhart Tolle I listened to, and funnily enough, really like Eckhart, but found that a difficult episode. I'll admit it. 2 episodes, I think. The last 2 double episodes that you've recorded were hard to listen to. And I just wanted you to know, I want you to know that, first of all. I'm going to apologize for not looking at the name. Maybe I can pull that off. But it was a woman who has a YouTube channel / podcast who has left the Mormon church, and a man who survived a lot of horrible abuse, and his father was part of the Baha'i faith. So they're both 2-parters, and I found them really hard to listen to. And here's why. I felt both of them were pretty rambly, especially the Mormon one. That was one part. Jared, the Baha'i survivor man, was rough. And not like I'm afraid of listening to rough language or anything, but he's really fighting his demons. It was hard to hear, but I want to tell you that I still listened to every minute. And I so appreciate you being available for people like that and being able to hold your stuff together. And Sarah, I heard you talking to the Mormon surviving woman about how hard it is to do a podcast and how you need to care for yourself after that. And I'm imagining after those episodes, you needed some care, and I hope you did take good care of yourselves. So I thank you for being a conduit for people of all kinds of ability and terror and pain and wisdom to speak. Thanks.
Well, first, thank you, Ruth, for listening to every single episode. And thank you.
That's commitment.
Yeah. Also, she's the first time we've played 2 voicemails of. That's something. That's a signed book or something.
We played 2?
We've played one of hers before.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. This is her second one.
I think she gets a red stripe on a yellow sash.
Okay. You can iron that and do all that. But thank you for that and supporting, and thank you for sharing the feedback. And yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah. There's nothing more than I can just agree, nod. And today was an example. We did one today that had a little bit of that vibe.
You never really know where these are going to go is the thing. You know, sometimes you can read a story and it's very clear, and then we get on the podcast record and it can be a bit rambly. But also,
we want to hold space for those people. Total transparency. We've told our team that we want to take a little bit of a break for the next 4 to 5 months from trauma while we're trying trauma episodes. So
you might see a slightly lighter tone for the next while, partly for our own mental.
Although I'm sharpening my knives over some people right now.
Yes, but in terms of like cults and groups that we dig into, sometimes we just need a break from the heavy stuff. And I'm sure you understand why. And Ruth, I think you picked up on that. So sometimes you might hear me sharing with people my unsolicited advice about, what to do after. Go have a hot bath. Go take care of yourself. Nippy and I, as soon as we're done recording, we cut and run. We go for a walk. I go to yoga, Nippy goes to work out. We have to move. And sometimes life happens and we don't. And that really affects, well, at least I won't speak for you, Nippy, but it really affects me if I don't get that energy off. And so I think we're smart to just to do that. But yeah, Ruth, I get it.
Also, if we want to do this well,
yeah,
you have to do that.
You may have noticed with our podcast is that it's always on, which means that there's no breaks. And as you know, we need to take a break for the summer when we go back to Vancouver. So we, pre-record so we can do that.
Yeah, we're in that pre-summer rush right now.
Yeah. So we're doubling up, which means we can't.
And promoting our book.
Yes.
And
if people have applied and they haven't heard back, it may also be because they have a book or a docuseries we need to watch. And sometimes we don't always have the time to read a memoir or watch a whole series every week, especially if we're doing 2 episodes a week. So that's a little background on us.
And regardless, Ruth, thanks for the support.
And for the honesty, too.
And the commitment.
The episode with Jared was hard. It was rough. It was very visceral. It was very brutal what he went through. And sometimes I'm right in there with them, and sometimes I have to detach a little bit too, because man, to really feel that kind of level of horrific, and that's in that case child abuse, can be just a lot. So yeah, that was hard for us as well. And thank you, Ruth.
Before we hear from our sponsors, just a quick reminder. Our book, A Little Bit Culty, Navigating Cults, Control, and Coercion, is officially out and available on Amazon.
Signed pre-orders have closed, but you can still get your copy today. This book is the culmination of 5 years of conversations, interviews, and research. Everything we've learned about how people get pulled into high-control groups and how to avoid, escape, or heal from them.
If you've been listening to the podcast and want a deeper go-to resource, this is it.
Available now on Amazon in print and as an ebook for Kindle. And yes, the audiobook is coming soon, narrated by us.
Just search A Little Bit Culty and grab your copy. Do it.
Thanks, everybody.
If I signed up for Mint Mobile right now, I'd be dodging those wild wireless bills, the sneaky fees, and those so-called free perks that somehow cost you more in the long run. At some point, you have to ask, why are we still doing this to ourselves? Mint Mobile exists to fix exactly that. No drama, no nonsense, just premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. You still get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, just without the financial betrayal. And the switch is weirdly easy. Bring your phone, keep your number, activate with eSIM in minutes, and boom, you're saving money. No long-term contracts, no hoops to jump through. So yeah, maybe it's time to break up with your overpriced wireless situation. Next time my contract's up, this is exactly what I'm using. Get 3 months of premium service for $15 a month with Mint Mobile and keep a little more cash in your pocket where it belongs. If you like your money, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/culty. That's mintmobile.com/culty. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, 5 gigabyte plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Financial stress hits way deeper than just our wallets. Nearly 88% of Americans felt it hard at the start of 2026, sparking anxiety, sleepless nights, depression, even major couple fights. Struggling with money doesn't make you a failure. It just means life is messy, and sometimes you need the right support to carry the emotional load. I personally have been through lots of ups and downs with financial stress, even before our situation and definitely afterwards. And I really encourage you to take the time to talk to somebody about that, because I think that everybody has some kind of, I don't want to say issue, but like things around money, how to make more of it, stress if you don't have it, feeling bad if you do have it, spending it when you do have it, and, fluctuating between scarcity and not saving it, and all the different beliefs that we have around money. You need to talk about those things. It can be overwhelming dealing with it, and it's important to get to the root of those issues. Therapy in regards to money isn't necessarily about balancing your budget. It's for unpacking the shame, the stress, and the anxiety that money triggers, building better coping tools, and feeling less alone. BetterHelp's fully licensed U.S. therapists follow a strict code of conduct, and their matching is seamless. A quick questionnaire pairs you with the right fit based on over 12 years of expertise. Not vibing? You just switch anytime from their tailored options. As the world's largest platform with 30,000 therapists serving 6 million people, BetterHelp boasts a 4.9 rating from 1.7 million reviews. Get the tools to handle financial stress starting today. When life feels overwhelming, therapy can help. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/culty. That's betterhelp.com/culty.
I've been cleaning out my closet lately, and by cleaning out my closet lately, I've been asking myself, will I ever wear this again? And to me, that's personal growth. So now I'm focusing on quality over quantity. Pieces that are well made, versatile, and actually easy to throw on without a full outfit crisis. That's why I keep coming back to Quince. The fabrics feel elevated, the fits are thoughtful, and the pricing doesn't make me spiral. They've got beautiful staples made from 100% European linen, organic cotton, and really soft denim, with styles starting at around $50. Their spring pieces are lightweight, breathable, and effortlessly put together. And it's not just clothing. Their accessories are great too. Their leather bags are made from 100% hand-woven Italian leather and generally look way more expensive than they are. Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman, so you're getting high-quality pieces without the brand markup, which means fewer regrets and way better outfits. Personally, I like the Ultra Stretch 24/7 Smart Chinos Athletic Tapered. I got my coffee bean brown pants in blue, and I'm waiting for the khaki as we speak. I wore them in Europe, and the Europeans couldn't get their eyes off me. Right, Sarah? Right, Nippy? Refresh your spring wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/culty for free shipping and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too. Go to quince.com/culty for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/culty. Escape's over. Let's return to our regularly scheduled cult talk. Okay,
Who's next?
Here's our next one, Laura.
Hi, I'm a longtime listener of your show. I'm also a longtime listener of the podcast We Can Do Hard Things. And I've never had red flags come up before, but they recently played an episode of an interview, kind of in quotes, with Martha Beck. And the language that they use and the framing of the entire conversation, it's very presentation oriented, even down to the point where Glennon Doyle's sister Amanda is one of the regular hosts, and they only refer to her as sister, and they position her as kind of the stand-in, the skeptic for those of you out here, you know, and Martha Beck will convince sister of this. And so they take you through, the language is just so many red flags. I'd really, if you guys wouldn't mind taking the time to listen to it, I couldn't identify any concerning calls to action or anything within that episode, but it's definitely laying groundwork for some really culty mindsets. A lot of talk about alienating family and friends, really, really black and white language. Again, that positioning of Amanda as sister, only referring to her as sister, and as if she's the skeptic to be won over within the dialogue. I'm really concerned. They have a really large following. I've never had a problem with any of the content they've put out before. I've never questioned, but there's something about the framing of this episode. It's very scripted. It follows very much a pattern. So I would really like to know what you guys think about it. Thank you.
Well, Laura, I would say just, trust your instinct on that. We have not listened to that particular episode. I've found it hard to listen to any other cult or any other podcast if it's not cult related, just because I don't have the time, or parenting related. But I'd say, and I don't know much about Martha Beck, only that she's ex-Mormon, so I'm not sure what her angle is and why she was a guest on the show. But, if you're trying to convince somebody to take on a belief, that's definitely a little problematic. I would just trust your gut. But I mean, I think that
we have certain metrics you can measure it by.
Yeah.
And there are.
Figure out why it was setting off your red flags.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Figure out what was going on specifically that you think makes it. And sometimes you don't know. Like sometimes intuitively you're just like, ooh, that just feels icky. And you don't know why it feels icky. And you can trust that. Maybe it's just that one episode, or maybe it was, yeah.
Glennon Doyle and her team have demonstrated that they're competent, and from what I understand,
curious.
You're curious.
They want to educate. And sometimes, we don't always have to agree with everything that is being taught. Just like you might listen to one of our episodes and think, yeah, this is not really for me. You just skip it. It's not like you have to take it all as doctrine, right?
Yeah. I mean, people make blanket statements all the time. I mean, I had a friend, and I've listened to maybe 2 episodes of Glennon Doyle.
It's not really your...
It's not my genre. Although, if it's an interesting conversation, I don't care where it's coming from. And this is a friend of mine, female friend, who listened to one of their episodes and sent it to me asking similar to what you were commenting on, Laura. It was after the election, and it started off the episode where they were just angry and they said they hated men. And
not they, it was specifically...
Abby said that I hate men
Abby
right now.
said, I hate men right now.
And I'm a man, so I felt targeted. Not really. I mean, I took it with a grain of salt. She's upset. I get it. But I thought it was good. Really, I say that simply because I thought it was good that my friend came to me and wanted my opinion on that.
So what do you think of this? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's a healthy disposition for anyone. Stay curious. And not everyone's going to get it right. I mean, we're in a day and age where everyone has to get it right. And I did see something where she had this black woman on Blay or something like that. And she proceeded to really undress Abby Wambach about, we don't want white people's really on her podcast. And I don't think Abby saw the dogma that she was on the other end of and was somewhat obedient to what I saw as abusive behavior. It went around. It made the rounds and the memes and all that stuff, and it was punitive and all that stuff. But I did see some stuff like people I
think they're always trying to get it right. Yeah. And even in trying to get it right, you can miss some of the...
Well, you're going to dismiss abuse. I mean, that's what we did, right? So I think there's got to be a little latitude when you listen to these podcasts because not everyone's an expert, not everyone's perfect. Yeah. Sarah and I included, believe it or not.
Let's take a little break from the Cultiverse. Here's a word from our sponsors. Okay, people, if you know me by now, you know that I don't gatekeep. I share all the good news. And thanks to our sponsor, Wayfair, I'm going to tell you about something very exciting. It's called Way Day. It's basically the Super Bowl of home shopping, and it's happening April 25th to 27th. We're talking up to 80% off with free shipping on everything. Yes, everything. And if you're like me, you also have a list of everything you want to change in your home or fix. Maybe you've been side-eyeing your living room or thinking that your patio deserves a glow-up. This is the moment. Wayfair makes it ridiculously easy to find exactly what fits your style and budget. Furniture, decor, outdoor stuff, it's all on sale. I'm personally eyeing a little piece to go by the front door with a shelf for the shoes at the bottom. Why there's so many shoes in the house all the time. And drawers on the top for all the life stuff, keys, earbuds, lip gloss, because it's time to get organized here in the Ames. Because it's time to get organized here at the Edmondson Ames household, and Wayfair is our personal one-stop shop to make that happen. We also love how easy it is to shop, the filters, the reviews, the photos. It's like having thousands of people help you avoid a bad decision. Plus, Wayfair Verified is basically your shortcut to the good stuff. They vet products with a full quality checklist so you know what you're getting, and we can always trust the quality. And if you're not exactly assembly inclined like Nivea and I, they've also got installation options too, which have honestly saved us from at least one marriage-ending furniture situation. Fast, free shipping, huge deals, no guesswork. Way Day is the sale to shop the best deals in home. We're talking up to 80% off with fast and free shipping on everything. Head to wayfair.com April 25th through 27th to shop Way Day. That's WAYFAIR.com, Wayfair. Every style, every home. Happy shopping. Thank you for listening. Now, let's dive back into the Cultiverse. Which reminds me, we forgot that we were doing voicemails. Do you have another one?
Yep.
Hello there. My name is Trisha Walker. I am reaching out because I've been a follower of the happenings of you guys, and I just want to say how much respect and love I want to send to you for the NXIVM debacle. But every couple of years I come back and just visit to see if there are more detailed and salacious details that I missed initially. And I just realized that Sarah Bronfman had a relationship with the Lama Tenzin Dondin, who is the Dalai Lama's personal emissary of peace in the United States. It's clear now that those sisters had just zero regard for propriety or what was rational or correct. And it seemed, at least from that detail, clear to me how much they leveraged that relationship to try and have the Dalai Lama endorse Keith. So I just wanted to circle back and say, love ya. still following you. Myself, a follower of ESP and Nexium, always had been a lifelong devotee of improvement, or how to be a better person, more ethical, etc. I would have so gone down that route, and I'm so grateful I didn't. So thank you for your strength and courage, and I hope you're well.
Thank you, Trisha, for that voicemail. And my comment is on that. I don't know if Sarah really had a relationship with them. I think that's kind of one of those things that gets piled on when people are piling on people they don't like. And I was peripheral and around her a lot during that time. So I don't feel comfortable confirming that, although who knows? Like, crazier shit's happened, as we all know. And they for sure locked down His Holiness and the circle to validate Keith. And I think a lot of people made what they thought was a more informed decision, but really a coerced one.
Yeah, I mean, whether it was sexual or not, I mean, they definitely had a relationship. They were friends. And I think the main thing that's important to note is that, and this is in the new book, plug, about leverage trust. The fact that the Dalai Lama and, his team were involved gave a huge amount of credibility. And that was, I remember Sarah talking about, standing in front of the stage and being like, it's always been my dream to connect Keith Raniere and the Dalai Lama. And
I'm an emissary.
And, had Nexium been what it was supposed to have been, that would have been a great idea.
Yeah, it would still be going.
Maybe it would still be going. But for her to use her wealth and her connections to bring world leaders who were trying to be humanitarian together, that was, noble. The details, salacious, the stuff that's on the Frank report, who knows? We don't know. I wish we had something to confirm that or deny it. But anyway, do we have any more voicemails?
Nope, that's it for the voicemails.
Please do. Keep
I like
sending
these. I like doing this. It's simple and fun, and it can still hit the depths that we want to hit.
Well, that's our voicemail and reviews and power catch up on ALBX. We hope that you enjoyed it.
Let us know what you like
and what you want more of.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for your support in this busy time. And we'll see you next time on A Little Bit Culty.
Deuces.
Sinking down to the depths of the ocean, hanging on to the weight of my love. If I let go of it all, I could leave, but I know I won't.
We hope you're enjoying A Little Bit Culty. If so, please do show us some love. Drop a rating or leave a review. Hit subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen. And subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/alittleBitCulty.
Even better, send this episode to someone who needs it. Maybe they're in a cult. Maybe they're just a little bit susceptible. Or maybe they just love a good story. Spread the word, spread the love. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.
A Little Bit Culty is a Trace 120 production.
Executive produced by Sarah Edmondson and Anthony Nippy Ames in collaboration with producer Will Retherford at Citizens of Sound. Our co-creator is Jess Tardy.
Our production coordinator is Lesli Dinsmore.
Writing by Sandra Nomoto and social media marketing by Eric Swarzinski and Brooke Keene.
Our theme song Cultivated is by the artists John Bryant and Nigel Aslan.